Max, I guess what's been your transition like going from high school to college?
I think the biggest difference for me was in high school, I kind of pretty much just played receiver. I never really played in the box before. So just getting here in the spring, being able to learn all that, learn my footwork, get my pad level better, and then all the older guys in the room just really teaching me how to be an all-down tight end, just be able to do everything. I'd say that was the biggest change from high school to college, just being able to do every job except just one.
What have you learned from some of those older guys? We talked to Jake Overman, who mentioned you a couple days ago, Malachi Thomas, Justin Holmes. Are you finding you're learning more just kind of the ropes of being a college athlete, or more on the technical side of things, just how to approach the position and things of that nature?
I'd say both. Jake and Justin, I mean, they're both older guys. They've been many places. Like, they're great. They've taken me, like Jake said, under his wing. Like, just helped me with everything. Yeah, like footwork stuff, technique stuff, but also just like how to be a pro, how to take care of your body, coming in early, getting yourself right for practice, just all that little stuff. Really helpful.
What have been your impressions of the playbook, tight ends' role in it, and just how this offense can utilize tight ends as a weapon?
I mean, I really like it. I mean, they get the ball to everybody to space, get to do a little bit of everything, line up everywhere, run routes against all sorts of players, get to block a little bit. I mean, it's really fun, I think. I really enjoy it.
I guess.
In talking about the scrimmage, Coach Narduzzi called you a gamer. What did you do maybe Sunday that impressed the coaching staff?
I think maybe, I'm not the biggest guy, but I like to pride myself in being able to get in there and really just put my face into things. Like I get in a game and it just feels natural to me. Just being able to roll with the punches, roll with the flow, see what the defense is giving me, and just make plays, make blocks.
I mean, I guess with that, I mean, you said you played receiver a lot in high school. How has it been just learning how to block more often and just that aspect?
I mean, honestly, I think it's going pretty good. In the spring, I definitely struggled a little bit just coming in here, being real new, but this fall camp, I think I've definitely taken a step forward just with my technique and my fundamentals and everything, and I'm feeling a lot more comfortable on that side.
Is there not an attitude adjustment, that might not be the right phrase, but do you kind of have to change your mentality a little bit going from playing a lot of receiver to being more in line and playing as a true tight end?
Definitely, yeah. I would say, I mean, I've always had that mentality, just trying to go out and win, but I think that's what it is, just going out, doing whatever I got to do to win, whether that's block or run a route, just anything.
I was curious, with a freshman, was there a moment where, in spring ball or something like that, where you're like, oh, this is divisional college football, I'm getting knocked around a little bit, or someone, makes a play on me that I'm not able to do stuff that I was able to do in high school?
I mean, I'd say definitely in the beginning, I had my learning curves or whatever, just getting adjusted to the speed of the game, and yeah, it's not like players are bigger in college than they are in high school, but I don't know, I think I've adjusted really well.
I mean, I guess, at this point in camp, you probably have a good feel for where things are. I mean, do you think you can help this team this year?
I think it's possible, yeah, whether on offense or also on special teams. I think I can do a lot of good things there, and just if they call my name, I'll be ready.
We've heard.
What's it been like working under Coach Bronowski?
It's good, he pushes me to be great every day. It's definitely tough love sometimes, but you just gotta understand, he really just wants you to be great. He's coming at you from a place of love, and he really just, he wants himself to be great, he wants the team to be great, so he just pushes everybody around him.
We've been talking to just a couple of the other guys in your class, like Mason, Josh Garrier. What kind of separates this freshman class, and what do you think you guys have brought to the program?
We came in, a lot of us came in early, and I think just since day one, we've always had a good connection. We've always just been talking, we're gonna be class, we're gonna be great. We're gonna take Pitt back to where they used to be. I don't know. I feel like we all have a great mentality. We all want to get better together. We all want to push each other, and just good brotherhood.
Anything final?
Shawn, we ask Coach Narduzzi all the time who are some of the freshmen sticking out, and your name keeps coming up a lot. What do you think you've done to kind of get his attention?
Really nothing spectacular yet, but really just hustling and doing what he asked of me. I feel like if you could do that, then that'll stand out most definitely.
Shawn, how do you feel like the scrimmages have gone for you just in particular? How pleased have you been with your own individual performance, and have you made any plays of note during the scrimmages?
The scrimmages have been going good. It's definitely the highs and the lows, but I made some plays where I felt I put myself in a pretty good position to just make plays on the ball and show what I could do. So everything's been going good. The defense looks spectacular, so everything's been good.
Did you have an interception on Sunday?
I did.
Just walk us through that play. What worked for you?
We were in a cover 2, really just having good eyes on the QB, knowing my keys, it put me into a position. And my coach been telling me about a play that I seen a couple times. I didn't make it, so being able to really make the play that time, it felt pretty good.
You said reading the quarterback. You used to be a quarterback. Do you think that has helped you kind of understand the game just from all facets a little bit better?
I definitely think it helps just knowing what that quarterback might read or what he's looking for, what the offensive coordinator might want, just knowing what the offense wants to expect on that play and down. So I definitely feel that playing quarterback helped me.
Going through your first fall camp, what's it been like trying to stay locked in when you kind of hit the dog days and like things start to get a little repetitive or monotonous?
Really just taking it one day at a time. If things start getting hard, just leaning on my teammates and coaches. They always pushing us, always wanting us to do better. So just leaning on my teammates and the people around me.
What's it been like working with Rashad Battle and Tamar Lynham, some of those guys?
It's great. Those guys are vets, so they done seen everything. They heard it all at least. So it's definitely been good. They're always an open ear. They give us knowledge every day. So they're definitely great people to be around.
Anything specific that they've helped you learn or taught you?
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. Just on the field, just being comfortable, just having confidence in yourself out there playing the corner position is definitely different than a lot of positions. So just being confident and knowing what to expect, what routes I might get, and things that can help me elevate my game.
You know, obviously last year, like you weren't able to play high school football at your high school, but do you think that experience kind of like moving suddenly kind of helped you just kind of acclimate to college quickly?
Definitely, because I had to grow up and mature. I left everything I had just to take my chance on football, so I feel like that definitely helped. It put me in positions to just get acclimated to the game and being on your own, so it definitely helped.
You play on a lot of special teams this game.
Yes.
What teams are you on?
Right now I'm on kick return, kickoff, punt return. And that's pretty much about it for now.
Is that a good way to kind of get your feet wet and get some experience kind of with a first team or a starting unit, in your freshman year?
Definitely. I mean, special teams win games, so if I could go out there and do what it takes to help my teammates win on special teams, then I'll definitely do that. So really just giving them all on special teams if I get that opportunity, but yes, most definitely.
Anything final? Shawn, thank you.
All good, thank you.
We're at the beginning of camp.
I mean, yeah, but right now, officially, I'm back at left tackle. So I'm back competing. Jeff.
Does that feel good? Is that kind of a welcome change for you? Just feels.
I mean, it feels good. Like I said, I'm gonna do whatever it is to win with a team. If that left tackle, left guard, I'm gonna do it like wherever Coach Dudes and Coach K or Coach Darvo need me.
I guess how's that competition just with you and Jeff, and just how are you kind of working off of each other?
It's going hard. Like I would say like we're both competing, but we also like if I have a question from Jeff, like he's gonna answer it, like, and that's like both roles. So you know what I mean, like we still both competing.
Coach Narduzzi said, like, obviously the defense won the scrimmage on Sunday, but he kind of walked out of that more happy with the offense. What do you think you guys kind of improved on Sunday?
I would say protection for sure. Like, I feel like we got a bit of the protection right from the first scrimmage compared to like the second scrimmage. So I would say protection and like just running the ball more as well too.
Improving the protection, was that tactical stuff that you guys are doing better? Was it communication?
I would say communication, just understanding like the down and distance and the situation. So I would say the O-line room definitely took a big step in the second scrimmage.
You talked about running the ball better. What has worked for you guys? What have you guys maybe done differently from the first to the second scrimmage?
I would say going faster. Like when we passed the ball, we got opportunities to run the ball. So I would say that was like way better. So it's just like that's what our offense is going fast. I think that improved way more compared to that.
We hear about. Sorry, to cut you off.
You good?
We hear about like the speed and the tempo all the time, and we think of it as just like going fast all the time. But how you kind of understood changing tempos and changing speeds and knowing, when Cade likes to slow down versus when he wants to go a little faster. Maybe.
I would say, my bad. You can ask that again.
Yeah, just it's part of understanding this offense, knowing when Cade wants to go super fast and when he wants to maybe slow it down. Like, are there changes in tempos that you guys use?
I would say there is. I mean, yeah, like we have that for it, but just in terms of just the situation and what's going on, like that's when I think that's when we know to go fast. So
Yeah, you guys prefer to keep kind of foot on the gas up there.
yeah.
What have been your impressions of Eli Holstein, just sharing a huddle with him as far as how he kind of keeps everyone on the same page with the play calling and just, I guess, from a command leadership perspective as well?
I would say this: he not afraid to say to like, how I say this? He's not afraid to speak his mind as far as even if it's bad. Like, you feel me? He gonna put his foot down. But I would say like with the huddle, like it's going good.
Does it give you some confidence that you said you guys started running the ball a little bit better on Sunday, and like obviously doesn't really scrimmage? Does it give you confidence knowing like, oh, like in the games we get to turn him loose?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm ready to run that ball. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I feel like that definitely give us confidence to run the ball, even pass the ball. But like I said, like if we run the ball, like it opens more for the pass, and just like if we pass the ball, it opens more for the run.
When you've talked to guys like Ryan and Lyndon and BJ, what were some of the things they wanted to work on coming from last year into this year?
As far as it was too many sacks last year. As far as definitely protection, I think that's like one thing we definitely said we're all going to get better in protection for sure.
And you feel like you guys are taking the proper steps right now?
Yes.
We just talked to Joey Zelinsky, one of the guys you have to go up against all the time. I mean, what kind of looks do you get from those guys, and like him in particular? What have you seen from him?
Oh yeah, Joey, man, I love that dude. Yeah, I would say like the bull rush, man. Like even while we're in pass rush, talking with them afterwards. You know what I mean, what do I need to give you? Am I punching? Like is that? So just talking with Joey, even Jimmy Scott, Zollers, all them, just talking with them.
Anything final? Ken?
Joe, what do you feel like you've done well in camp?
Yeah, I mean, this camp's probably been my best camp when it comes to pass rushing and just getting off the ball, honestly. You know, it's good that it's a new program. We got a lot of new faces. So I have a bigger motivation to really just get out there and prove a point. So really, I would say pass rush and schematically, too. I'm playing way more comfortable than I was in the spring. And, yeah, just having a fun time.
Is it just the system allows you to be a better pass rusher? Kind of opens that up, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the system just lets you go play football. You know what I mean? It's one of the best defenses in the nation for a reason. So they just let you go tee off out there, have fun. Not a lot of reading. You know what I mean? Reading's no fun. So you get to go out there and just fly around with the guys. So it's a good time.
Coach Narduzzi talked about you've been stepping up a little bit more recently, being more consistent. What has sort of led to that for you over the past couple of days?
I think just being confident in the defense, you know what I mean? When you know the schematics of it, you play way more comfortable, you know what I mean? And I mean, ever since just studying the playbook, I mean, we're in here, 15 hours a day, so it would be hard not to learn the playbook because that's all you're around. So, but yeah, you know, compared to spring ball, you know, you're new. You just look at your old defenses, you know, I transferred in obviously, and you got 3 years of a previous defense kind of ingrained in you a little bit. So kind of just breaking that off and then coming in here for the fall, just new, and you know, I feel good, feel great.
What do you feel the biggest difference is in this defense and what you used to run?
I would say this defense is more just attack. You know what I mean? It's more attack than react. Because I mean, you feel like a predator out there. You know what I mean? The way the scheme is, you know, we got our blitzes set up, you know, or even our coverage is set up. You know, we're out there attacking, and you know, like I said, not much to think out there. You know what I mean? So it's just a fun time, and yeah, it's just a fun time out there with that.
Have you been able to like kind of bounce that off like Blaine and like Jaden, like the same thing, like guys, like wow, like we really just get to go after a quarterback? Did you guys all kind of have that same realization?
Yeah, I think obviously like when we're like obviously compiling all our installs now, I feel like we got the whole playbook in now. You know, we kind of get a better understanding of all the plays. But you know, we definitely had a time where we looked at each other and it's like, man, we could just go. You know what I mean? It's like not really too many things to worry about. Then just go get the ball. You know what I mean? So that's fun. Really just no stress, you know what I mean? Once you get the schematics and the lines on the paper down, it's really just take control of the rest, man. Just have fun time out there.
You've been talking about trying to prove yourself in this defense. Has there been a play or two that you've been able to show yourself and make a big play, make a statement?
Yeah, I mean, I think in the past scrimmages, you know what I mean, I've been at the top both in production, you know what I mean? And, you know me, I just love when it's a game situation, you know what I mean? Just going out there, team periods is what I play for. You know, I love inside run, but you know, coming out, showing the coaches, showing other guys like a pass rush with the 3 sacks in the scrimmage and 3.5 sacks before that in the last couple practices. It's just going out there, just being confident in yourself. You know what I mean? And I think you know just making less MAs than I did before, which I feel like I'm doing real good with that. Obviously compared to the first day, but yeah, just building confidence, building trust with the coaches, and you know, trusting the scheme, trusting the defense, playing your part. DYJ, we say, do your job.
What have some of the battles with the offensive line and maybe some tackles looked like? Anyone giving you some some good battles, challenges?
Oh yeah, it's definitely, I would say Ryan Bear, obviously. I mean, he's a big dude. I mean, what is he, about 6'7", 300 some pounds. So, but yeah, obviously a great guy to go against. I mean, he's gotten me a lot better. But I would say another dude is Gio. I mean, that's my guy out there. He gives me good battle. He's gonna be a real good player. And I would say Kendall Stanley as well. Those are my guys. You know, we go to battle with it every day. I love Kendall out there because he always brings a positive vibe. You know, I mean, we're talking like even like just out today, we're talking before plays, like, you know, let's see what you got. Go on, like, all right, let's go, and then we just, you know, what I mean, to have fun out there. So, you know, I think that's a big part too, just team chemistry with the guys. You know what I mean? But sorry to get off track there, but you know, I'm starting to just be one of the guys. You know what I mean? It's weird coming in as an older guy, trying to like mingle yourself in the front groups, but now it's just like we're all guys, man. We're all cool. So yeah, those guys.
I would imagine you talk to the fellow ends just about maybe like just footwork and moves and where you're posting your hands and whatnot, but do you ever have those conversations with the offensive linemen just to get, I guess, the other side of the coin, if you will? Like, here's, like, an offensive line might say to you, like, here's how I'm going to counter that, or just something like that. Like, are those conversations that ever have? That
Yeah.
you ever have with the
I think it's tough to really sit down and be like one-on-one, like during practice or even after, you know what I mean? Because we're all split up in our individual meetings. Like, we got the unit, and we got like our individual meetings, you know what I mean? So rarely, I mean, there's times that obviously you go over, it's like, hey, like, you know, when you open up this, you put your hands there, like, what do we think I should do? There's obviously like here and there, like little tips here and there, but obviously not gonna spill it all down just yet. But I would just say, you know, just taking the coaching, you know, watching the film, and you know, our coaches get paid the big bucks, so they'll give you the right answers. You know what I mean?
I know when you first got here, you said Gavin checked in on you. Have you been kind of keeping tabs on what he's doing in the NFL?
Yeah. That's my guy. We've been keeping up with each other. You know, he actually asked me how I did in the last scrimmage. You know, I updated him, let him know I did good. You know, yeah, that's my guy, man. I appreciate him for everything he did, and yeah, we're still close to this day. That's my guy.